school hockey matchup. It's a rivalry. The Flames 3-2-1 overall, 2-2 in ECIC play. I'm Jack Cruiser bringing you the play-by-play today. My color analyst Randy Schultz. Randy, we just saw a great game between SWEETHOME DEPEW and I already forgot who they played. They just lost to CLARENCE, who beat them 9-5.
Exactly.
Randy, we should have another really good game tonight.
Absolutely, and you know, you talk about rivalries. We're looking around in this arena right now, and of course, they shuffled all the other people out from the previous game. Now have brought all the other people in. We have a group to our right. We have a group to our left. Holy cow. I think this is going to be a good game, and there's no doubt these two teams know what's on the line here, if nothing more than just the rivalry.
A pair of players to watch on both sides of the ice for Williamsville North, leading them in points with 7 assists, no goals. But the most points on the team is 7 is number 10, Brennan McDermott. The leading goal scorer, Josh Bianchi, will wear number 27. He's got 5 goals on the year, an apple to go with it for 6 points. And on the other side of the ice, Williamsville East, Peter Nostrand with 10 points in 5 games played, 7 of those being assists. And Caden Cavalieri leads the team in goals with 4. He's got 5 apples for that total of 9 points. Should be an incredible game tonight from the Northtown Center. Happy to be with you on this fine Thursday evening. You know, we're with you every Thursday bringing you high school fed hockey from Northtown Center as we are here again this week. We get the starters over the PA. We'll tune in for that.
At defense, number 2, Mason Doyle. At left wing, number 10, Brennan McDermott. And right wing, number 23, Jack DeMarco. At center, number 3, Ryan Bailey. And a goal for the Spartans, number 30, Colin McDermott. Williamsville North is coached by Bob Rosen. Now starting for the home team, Williamsville East Flames. At defense, number 16, Michael Lichtenthal. At defense, number 10, Nathan Milk. At the left wing, number 9, Peter Nostrand. At right wing, number 5, Nick Mangola. At center, number 11, Caden Cavalieri. And a goal for the Flames, number 32, Luke Friday. Williamsville East is coached by Mr. Mike Torelli. The referees for tonight's game are Mr. Pat Basil and Mr. David DeMizio. At this time, we would ask you to please rise, remove your hats as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem.
An electrifying national anthem brought to you by Jay Wilcox on the public address music tonight. Both student sections heavily enforced tonight for the rivalry between the Williamsville North Spartans and the Williamsville East Flames. Your starting goaltenders for tonight for the Williamsville North Spartans, it'll be number 30, Colin McDermott. Enters today with an 86 save percentage, .860 save percentage, and 3.15 goals against average. On the far end of the rink for the Flames, it'll be number 32, Luke Freiling. The senior enters today with 4 games played, 4 started, a .925 save percentage, and a .222 goals against average.
And Jack, if I have to give an advantage right off the bat, I'm going to go with Williamsville North simply because their group over there sang the national anthem, probably the loudest. I could hear them with every word they were singing. Good job out there. We're underway.
Williamsville North wins the faceoff, and they'll play it out to center. Trying to steal it here are the Flames. However, coming away with it is Brennan McDermott. McDermott will fire it into the corner and hustle after it. Slowing up now is McDermott, leaving it there for Jack DeMarco. McDermott goes into the corner after it, trying to clear the Flames. It goes behind the cage where McDermott will take it along the near corner. McDermott gets hit along the boards as the physicality will start with that one. A long wrist shot is knocked down in front of the net after the save comes from the goalkeeper Freiling. Now into the corner it goes as Williamsville North maintains possession in the offensive zone. It pops free. McDermott's there. Now it flies out of play. Almost took me out there as it came right at the press box. However, we'll have a stoppage under a minute into action here. 16:20 to go in the opening period of play.
You know, I've had talks with Frank Wolf about this, about the dangers. I think we're going to end up wearing helmets if as this game continues with shots like that coming at us.
There's a shot right on goal. That's save made by Freiling off the faceoff, won by William North. They couldn't keep it in the zone. Retreating after it here is William McKee. McKee played it out to center, sent right back in by Will North's number 26, Zach Jacobson. It goes into the corner, back to the point. Here's a shot from Michael Stevens that goes to the right of the cage. Now behind the goal line, Will North will poke it to the corner. The Spartans will float it high in the air out to center as a hit comes right in front of the student section of Williamsville East. The Flames will try to slow up in their own end, and trying to poke it out to center is Will East. Will North will turn and fire it in from the neutral zone right on goal. Freiling will lay it to his defenseman. The Flames break out through the neutral zone with Hamilton. Julian Hamilton will fire it into the Spartans' end. Now in the far corner, it's Brady Mobus. Mobus tried to keep it in. It will stay in as bodies are flying, sticks on the ice, and now Mobus will have it at the point. Backhands it into the zone as a body goes and hits the deck after the hit from Matt Murgler. And Murgler will have it at center. He gets bumped around in the neutral zone. Williamsville East has possession. East turning with it on the far side in front of his own bench is Lichtenthal. Big hit there from Lichtenthal as he sent Murgler to the ice. Now out to center. Pass goes errant through everybody all the way inside Williamsville East territory. Icing is negated. Lichtenthal will hold it against the wall and wait for his backup to come and help him out. Now Lichtenthal will skate it out. Plays it off the wall out to center. Bounces over the stick of Ryan Steckel there, and Steckel will have to regroup and play it up the wall to his forward Bianchi. Turning pass goes to the slot, but coming away with it here is Ryan Steckel. Steckel through the neutral zone, puts a move on his defender, pass to the front of the net, backhand shot just wide. Ryan Bailey had the opportunity there for the Spartans. It's kept in by Will North momentarily before being skated out and into offensive territory for the Flames the other way. Here comes Nick Mendola to the front of the net. Behind the net it goes where Peter Nostrand has it. Back to the point. That shot, stick breaks on the shot. Goes to the corner now. Here's Caden Cavalieri. Coming away with it is Will North. Here's Ryan Bailey. Bailey long wrister on the ice. Easy save there for Freiling. Into the corner it goes. Brennan McDermott will win the battle there. McDermott trying to get it back to his point. Won't be able to do so as the whistle goes, and we have a stoppage in play.
And I think we have a penalty. The player that broke his stick hung on to the stick for the entire the coaching staff was screaming at him to drop the stick. And I could be wrong on this.
It will be a penalty to Williamsville East. Serving it will be number 12, Ethan Scallione. You heard it from the Williamsville North student section. You can't do that. You can't hang on to the stick after breaking it. That'll be a penalty. So an early power play here. 13:53 to go in the opening frame. 2 minutes on the PP for the Spartans. They set up to the left of the keeper, Freiling, and Williamsville North wins the draw. Cunningham at the point will set it up. McDermott takes a wrister right on goal. Save made by Freiling, and he'll hang on for the whistle.
And that is a very, very tough penalty to take early on here in the game. But it's one of those things I'm sure he will never do again if he breaks his stick.
Cavalieri wins the draw for the Flames. However, winning the puck race below the net is McDermott. Back to the point it goes. Here's McKee. McKee sends it down low. There's a shot that goes just wide of the cage off the stick of Murgler. Now back to the point. It's sent in by Cunningham. Down low. Murgler will win the battle there for the Spartans. He'll tap it back below the goal line where Josh Bianchi hustles after it. Clearing it here will be Nathan Milk.
And it should be pointed out, North only has one power play goal so far this year.
5 games played the Spartans have, still looking for number 1. Out to center, here comes Murgler. Murgler all by himself will play it to the corner and hang on to possession. Murgler still with the puck. Now sends it to Bianchi. He takes a wrister that's grabbed by Freiling.
And that is a call that you do not see. It's a rare call that was made. And, the referee saw it right away. He spotted it. The coaches on the bench were yelling for the player to drop his stick. And you just don't see that call too often in hockey at any level.
Mason Boyle at the point. Quarterbacking the power play, Boyle will backhand it across to his partner, Ryan Steckel. Steckel to Boyle, shot, save made off the shoulder of Freiling. Into the corner it goes. Battle for the puck. Will North will come away with it momentarily and send it back to the point for Boyle. Boyle backhands it across for Steckel. Steckel to the far circle. Here's Bailey with a shot that gets blocked and goes to the corner. Trying to clear it were the Flames. They can't do it. Steckel still with it. Now across. Boyle takes the wrist. He scores! Mason Boyle breaks the tie. The first power play goal on the year for the Flames. Or the Spartans, rather, as Will North jumps out to a 1-0 lead.
And I'll tell you, that was a bullet shot. No question about it. It was a one-timer, and he just let it rip from that point. And they have a quick 1-0 lead here.
It was Mason Boyle who gets the goal, his second on the season, to give the Spartans the 1-0 advantage. Down below the goal line, it's sent in front of Freiling. He'll have to tap it ahead, back to the point. One-time Clapper is blocked, and coming away with it are the Flames. They'll have an opportunity, 4-on-2 as they get the hustle from the defense. Nathan Milk down to the corner will battle for it. Milk, turn and firing one on net. Save made there by Colin McDermott, the goalkeeper in net for the Spartans. We haven't heard much of Colin McDermott as it's been all Will North so far on the left side of your screen. Now skating it into offensive territory is Josh Bianchi. Bianchi to the goal mouth. This shot is saved by Freiling. Bianchi gets his own rebound. Follow your shot, kids. Bianchi sends it off a leg in front and still has possession. How about Bianchi trying to send it in front of the net? It's blocked and set high off the roof. And a whistle goes as that was Julian Hamilton who backhanded that one out of play.
On that first goal by Mason Boyle, the assist goes to Ryan Bailey. So 2 from 3 on that one to give Will North the early 1-0 lead over Will East.
Ryan Bailey gets his second assist on the day, or on the year rather, as he now sits at 2 points. There's a long slap shot through traffic that got stopped by Freiling. Below the goal mouth, Will North controls with McDermott. Left it there for the cycle, however, reading it well was number 11, Caden Cavalieri, who sends it out to center. It's chipped ahead. Coming out to settle it down was McDermott. He smartly retreats back into his net as Williamsville East puts on the pressure. Cavalieri battling for it, however, it's stolen away here by Brennan McDermott. McDermott will dance around his man and make it through the neutral zone into offensive territory with speed. McDermott almost broke around his man, however, stepping up to make the play was Michael Lichtenthal. Williamsville East will get it out to center. One touch pass ahead neatly for Nick Mendola with a long shot that's blockered away into the corner. Mendola goes after it. Cavalieri plays it back to the point. Long wrister gets stopped by McDermott, and Will North will restart with a stretch pass out ahead that will miss everybody. If it goes the length of the ice, it will not. It stops before the red line. The icing is negated. Williamsville East controls. Stretch pass ahead looking for Brady Mobus, rather. It misses Mobus' stick and goes the length of the ice the other way. So when we thought an icing was coming against the Flames, or the Spartans rather, it goes against the Flames.
We had about 6.5 minutes gone. I think we've gotten the initial physicality out of the game here. players were hitting each other. Now they've settled down. They're playing some good, solid hockey here. Although, again, most of it seems in the Will East end defending their net.
Okulowicz wins it for North. Down to the corner, Okulowicz will go after it, with Kramer battling in the corner. It goes off the wall. Okulowicz stepped up to keep it in play. It missed him, however, and just airing it to an open area is Mason Boyle. Williamsville East will come away with it into offensive territory with Roche. Kyle Roche sent it to the front of the net. Stepping up and keeping it out of danger was Mason Boyle. However, the long wrister from the point bounces off the wall in front of the cage, and it's cleared away neatly by the Spartans along the half wall. It's battled for, and now coming away with it will be Chris Kramer. Kramer with open ice in front of him. He can have a 3-on-2. However, his line mates go for a change. Kramer fires it all by himself off the pads of Freiling, and Williamsville East will set up. The Flames will break out here with Brady Mobus. Mobus to the side of the wall. Ryan Liljanich tried to get control there. It's brought in over the line. No offsides called as it's delayed. Now Williamsville North has it. Chris Mosher in the far corner. Mosher sends it off the wall. Trying to pick it off there was Liljanich. Now inside East territory come the Spartans. With a dancing move to the front was Cunningham. He took a shot that got blocked. Back at the point, it's held, and out of the zone it did come before Luke Ingham brought it back in. So a whistle for an offsides. We'll stop play with 9:10 to go in the opening frame. 1-0 our score after an early goal from
Mason Boyle.
Mason Boyle, thank you very much.
Not a problem.
Boyle from Bailey has this game at 1-0. Fast-paced, Randy, huh? Got to catch your breath.
A little bit fast-paced here. I'm amazed you can do those shifts all in one breath. It still amazes me that you can do all that in one breath.
The official must have heard us because he stopped play and wanted to drop the puck again, giving me a chance to get some water. Now out through center, Williamsville East will try to get it in the offensive zone. It's tipped ahead, though, by the Spartans, and taking control of it for East is Michael Stevens. He plays it off the wall on his own end. All the way behind the cage, Stevens will receive the return pass and play it up the boards where Hamilton has it. Hamilton couldn't get out of the zone. The forecheck of Will North will keep the pressure on. Finally, East will get it out of their own end. Across the red line and poking it ahead is Zach Jacobson. Now Williamsville East is going to go on the power play here as it was number 7, Joshua Okulowicz, who took his man down with a hook behind him. Doesn't matter what they call the penalty for. We know you can't do that from behind a player.
Absolutely, and he is not even arguing the point. He went immediately. He knew the penalty was on him, and he headed right for the box. So Will East will have their first power play of the night with 8:35 remaining here in the first period. Will North on top, 1-0.
Jacobson, Cavalieri, and Stevens, each with a power play goal on the season. We see how Williamsville North sets up for a 2-minute advantage here. Back to the point it goes for Michael Stevens. Stevens will skate to the middle and get it to the side. Now back for Stevens. Stevens to his man playing catch with Nostrand. It's sent down below the goal line, and able to clear this one momentarily are the Spartans, and they won't be able to do so. Now the errant pass is taken away, and an opportunity. Oh, if it just went past the defenseman Stevens, it would have been a breakaway for James Kasparek. Ryan Bailey will take it away for North and kill more time on the penalty as he beats his man on the side and gets it deep inside East territory. 30 seconds gone by in the penalty. Williamsville East starts the breakout with a pass through neutral ice. It's tipped ahead there by Peter Nostrand. However, he lost control, and having to regroup is Nathan Milk. To the far side, it's sent in by Michael Stevens. Played along the wall, and keeping it in for Will East will be the defenseman Nathan Milk. Plays it to the wall, now down low. The pass goes to Cavalieri. Back down low, looking for the return pass, but he couldn't get it as Nick Melenda was taken care of down low. There's a shot from the point that got blocked in the slot. Rebound is there. Diving to make the play as the Spartans, a long wrister is kicked away to the corner. Cavalieri surveys the defense. Cross ice pass picked off neatly. Oh, a nice play to keep it in there from Nathan Milk. And keeping it still in play is Cavalieri, but he's got no support. But he still keeps play. Cavalieri all alone in front of the net. He tried to dance around his man. There's a shot from the far circle. Reading it well is Colin McDermott.
Wow. Unbelievable play. And I got to give a lot of credit here to Cavalieri. He was like a one-man wrecking crew out there. He was on one side of the ice and on the other side of the ice, still had control of the puck. and got a shot on goal.
Williamsville North wins the draw and fires at the length of the ice off the stick of Ryan Steckel. Will East will regroup with 15 on the power play. Will North taking advantage of their one power play so far today, as the goal from Boyle has the Spartans up by 1. East trying to break it out as the penalty expires. They'll have to regroup with their defense. As Okulowicz is out of the box to join his team, and he'll almost pick it off through neutral ice. However, a shot will come from well beyond the slot off the stick of Ethan Scallione. Pass out to center behind the breaking man Okulowicz. He'll turn and watch Williamsville East set up in their own end. Stretch pass off the boards will be sent in, and it will bounce off the wall below the goal line for an icing. 6:07 to go in the opening period, 1-0 the score.
So we had that early goal by Will North to get the lead here, but everything has kind of settled down now since that time, and just really, I think they're still trying to get a real feel here. They're trying to hit some home run passes, so to speak, and now the faceoff will come deep in the Will East end.
Faceoff won by North. Shot from the point gets blocked in the slot. East tries to clear. Stolen away, though, in the slot momentarily by the Spartans, but coming away with it are the Flames through neutral ice. A big hit in open ice as the puck is sent behind the cage for another icing. That one barely an icing, but it'll count. Faceoff comes all the way back inside Freiling's territory.
And again, you don't want to keep doing that where the faceoff ends up down in the Will East end, or the Will East team may pay for this at some point in time. It's not a good trend to have, but you got to kind of settle things down here.
North wins the draw. Stepping with a shot to the slot, it goes off of the skate of Matt Murgler, who is in front of the net, and goes to the corner. Trying to clear it of the Flames. Long point shot. Oh, got deflected. A nice save from Freiling. Kicks it to the corner. Along the wall, it's battled for. Coming free with it is Murgler. Murgler with it to his stick. Oh, and he couldn't get the shot off as his defenseman was all over him. Credit the play to Kyle Roche, who was there to get in the way of Murgler's opportunity. Long pass goes down to the goal mouth, and a nice save from Freiling. His body's hit the deck in front of the net. Puck goes behind the net where two more fall there. Pops for the wall where Williamsville East will try to clear it. Getting against the wall there is number 25, Luke Ingham, and we've got a whistle and potentially a penalty here.
Yeah, there was a lot of extracurricular activity going on here. Players are doing not just hits against the boards, but you have a lot of open ice hits going on as well. And I'll tell you, these guys are going to be feeling it tomorrow morning. There's no question about that.
Josh Bianchi will sit for 2 minutes with 5:13 to go in the opening period of play. Williamsville East down 1-0 will set up on the power play. They lose the draw, but getting possession of the puck is Peter Nostrand. He plays it back to the point. Nostrand with speed off the turn, set it in front, and the tip goes just wide of the cage from Cavalieri. Cavalieri got to the puck first along the half wall and will play catch below the goal line with Melenda. Melenda sends it back to the point for Nathan Milk. Back to Melenda. Melenda with a shot that got blocked in front by Danny McClay. Down behind the net, Cavalieri, and the net comes off its moorings, and that'll force a whistle.
When I did see the net, goaltender was inside of it, and he was moving with it, but it was taken off by a Will East player who caught the corner of it and took it right off its moorings. So we'll have a face-off just to the left of the Will North goalie.
Face-off won by East. Milk with it at the point. Laid it off to the near side for Mendola. Down below the goal line for Cavalieri. The cycle's on for Will East. Milk couldn't handle the pass from Cavalieri, and he gives it back to him. The captain turns with it. Got it down low for Melenda. Melenda will skate up. Cavalieri moves down. Now pass up top for Milk, as play is all along the right side here of this segment of the power play. Melenda still with possession. Plays it back for Milk. Milk will take a shot, deflected in front, goes off the goalkeeper's pads and into the corner. McDermott read that one well. Back to the point it goes for Milk, as he wanted that pass bad. Milk will play it for Melenda. Here's an opportunity, pass down low, great defensive play, as it was Zach Jacobson who got his stick in the lane for Williamsville North. Or I beg your pardon, that was Ryan Steckel of Will North. the defenseman who got his stick in the lane that eventually led to a clear for the Spartans. Cavalieri brings it in over the line. He falls. Following up on the play is Lichtenthal, who takes it to the corner. He hits the deck. Now it pops 3 for Cavalieri. Cavalieri with 30 seconds to go on the power play. Sent it to the side. Lichtenthal's there. Cavalieri back to the point. Here's Melenda with a shot. Goes just wide of the cage into the corner. Going after it now is Michael Stevens. He couldn't keep it in play as it's fired out by the Spartans. It goes off of the glove of Melenda at the point, and we'll have a face-off with 3:31 to go in the opening frame. 18 seconds remain on the penalty.
Not that bad of a power play attempt by Will East. They've had control of the puck and really put some shots on that Will North net, and but haven't been able to convert it yet.
You can tell that Cavalieri is the focal point of that power play 1 unit for the Flames, as he does lead the team in scoring with 9 points and 4 goals. Nostrand with 10 assists. But Williamsville East, they didn't really move the puck to the far end of the rink at all. Stolen away down low in the Will East territory, and a penalty's coming up here. Looks like it'll be against the Flames as they touch up the puck and force the whistle with 3:05 remaining. Power play for the Spartans.
And again, penalties could become the key here to this team, as they Will North will get their, I believe it's their second opportunity on the power play here in this game.
Will North 1 for 1. They scored on their first power play. We'll see how they set up here with the face-off to the right of Freiling. It's won by Will East. Poking it out to center will be Peter Nostrand. He'll hustle after it. Can't get there in time as Will North will break out on the PP. Sent in over the line for McDermott. McDermott on the near wall, sends a pass across the ice to the top of the key. It's blocked there by Nostrand. Comes to the front of the net, and McDermott was there trying to kick it to his skate. To his stick, rather, from his skate. Now he sends it down below the goal line. Ringing it around the boards will be Michael Stevens. However, it's kept in by the lone goal scorer, Mason Boyle. Boyle sent it down low. McDermott skates to the middle of the ice, and he gets squeezed out there, loses the possession of the puck. Murgler sends it back to the point for Cunningham. Cunningham to Murgler in his feet. He'll handle it, and he'll settle it down at the top of the circle. Murgler's with a shot over the top of the net. It goes to Boyle on the far point. Boyle will play it off the wall. Sending it down low will be Bianchi. Bianchi to McDermott. McDermott shakes around his man, and he then gets pushed to the wall by Michael Stevens. McDermott hits the deck as he tried to take it to the front of the net. Now Stevens will backhand it off the wall and out to center. Under a minute to go in the penalty. Mason Boyle got it across to his defensive partner. Good work on the forecheck. Cavalieri's in there trying to poke it free. He will tip it on the breakout pass, and Cavalieri stole it away. He's 1-on-3 inside the Will North territory, and a good play from Ryan Wiljevich will take it away for Will North. Inside Spartan East territory are the Spartans. Back to the point. The pass goes here for the Spartans. The shot, they score! Brennan McDermott found the rebound on the side of the cage and buries it. 2 power play goals gives the Spartans a 2-0 lead.
Wow, he was right there, right on the spot. You couldn't have designed it any better than that. He came cruising right through there. He was just to the right of the goalie and just popped it in the net. Shot came across there, and right now, those have been very costly Will East penalties. It has cost them twice now in this game.
2-0 Will North after 2 power play goals, 1 from Boyle, and how about the first of the year from Brennan McDermott? Boy, he has some wheels out there as he's slippery down low. He skates in between 5 guys. He seems to be able to stay on his edges. Speaking of staying on his edges, a Williamsville East Flame gets taken down, and we'll have a tripping penalty for Will North. So here's your response opportunity if you're the Flames with 1:17 remaining in the first period. It's a 2-0 hockey game. However, the Flames will go back to the power play.
And
it'll be Caleb Kulowitz who will sit in the box for 2 minutes for the Spartans.
So we'll have to wait and see now to see if Will East can convert this power play opportunity. It's a 2-minute penalty with 1:16 remaining in the first period.
To the point, it's held in by Stevens. Played it down low. Wiljanich back up top. Wiljanich with possession, sends it down low now for Jacobson. Jacobson turns and sets it up top for Michael Stevens. We saw in the first power play they played mostly on the right. Now all the passes on the left as the shot goes across the goal mouth and out to center as it misses Peter Nostrand, who was on that far wall, and Nostrand will regroup for the Flames. Under a minute to go in the period. A minute and a half remain in the power play. Stevens laid it back off for Nostrand, who has speed through the neutral zone on his backhand. Will lay it back here for Hamilton, who back to the point. It comes! The shot gets blocked in the slot. Turning with it in the slot was Zach Jacobson. He couldn't get his stick on it, and now Will North will skate it out to center and try to clear with Ryan Steckel. 17 seconds remain in the period. Time for one last rush for the Flames, and they'll do so with Hamilton along the far side. He lays it off for Cavalieri. His pass got picked off in the neutral zone, and the Flames will have to negate this opportunity here for Will North with the clock ticking down. 3-2 and now 1. The first period is over. 2-0 lead for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Williamsville North Spartans. What a period, Randy.
Unbelievable. And I'll tell you, and that shot by Will East, he took a heck of a shot, but I'll tell you, the player that took the, I think took the brunt of it, I'm trying to catch his number there now, but he took the brunt of the shot and never even made it to the goal. But we have a 2-0 game here.
2-0 our score. We'll take an intermission and see you back on the other side of this commercial break. You're watching high school hockey in Western New York on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF. And
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Delaying care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYimmediatecare.com for more information.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
We welcome you back to the Northtown Center in Amherst, New York for more high school hockey in Western New York on Western New York Athletics. It's the Williamsville North Spartans on top 2-0 after one period of play. Goals from Boyle and McDermott give the Spartans the lead. 14-10 were shots in the first period.
And on that second goal that was scored by Will North, the assists go to Ryan Stokel and to number 7, Joshua Okolowicz.
Okolowicz, there it is.
Wow.
Tell your Polish friends you're ready to go to the parade.
How did somebody by the name of Schultz be able to pronounce that? Holy cow, I don't know.
We'll see you on Dingus Day.
Yes. Yes, indeed, you will.
We're just about ready to get underway with the second period from the Northtown Center in Amherst, New York. The goaltenders will remain the same for period number 2 as Freiling takes his net on the right end of the rink. And on the left end of the rink, it'll be Colin McDermott, what I can only assume is the brother of Brennan McDermott. Colin the senior, Brennan the junior. And 2 sets of brothers on this team. Josh Okulowicz, the senior defenseman, and Caleb Okulowicz. We haven't seen much of him, number 20, but he's a freshman on this team. 2 freshmen on the North team as their team is out 2-0 to start period number 2. 43 seconds remain on the penalty to Caleb Okulowicz as Williamsville East will set up on the power play to start the second frame. It'll be Cavalieri on the faceoff for the Flames. He'll end up losing the draw to Ryan Bailey, who will retreat with his defenseman as they clear it through the neutral zone. Cavalieri has it over the blue line for Williamsville East. Cavalieri skates down to the corner. Cavalieri still with possession. Will now play it off the wall for Nick Mendola. Mendola back to the point. There's a wrister that gets knocked down into the net. It's waved off immediately with a high stick.
Oh, these fans are not going to be happy here in this building. No goal, high stick.
Nostrand tipped it in front of the net, but that was probably the clearest high stick that we've ever seen.
Absolutely. I saw the stick. You saw the stick go up in the air, and it was touched. And it's a tough call that a referee has to make, but it was the right call to make. So a good call there. It's still 2-0. We have 22 seconds remaining in the penalty and 16:38 remaining in the second period here.
Face-off won by North in the east end. They'll kill more time off this penalty to Okulowicz. Williamsville East time for one last rush, 10 to go on the power play with Cavalieri over the line. Cavalieri on the right wing, slows up, plays it back to the wall for Mendola. Up top it goes to Milk. Milk takes a shot that goes wide off the end wall and will bounce to the corner for Stevens. Kulowitz out of the box. Steven takes a shot that got blocked. It bounces in front of the cage, now goes to the corner. Trying to clear it there with the Spartans turning and firing his shot right on goal was Peter Nostrand, but standing his ground was Colin McDermott.
McDermott has been solid in goal when he's needed for Will North. And, you know, right now, if Will East is going to do anything, they've got to do it early here in this second period to get back into this game. They cannot afford to give up a third goal to Will North at this point in time.
North wins the draw. They try to play it off the wall. Battle for it along the wall. It's finally poked free for Ryan Liljanich. Liljanich battles for it in the corner. It pops to the wall on the far side and poked out, and finally out to center by the Spartans. Coming with speed through the neutral zone is DeMarco. Jack DeMarco tried to make his move around his man. Williamsville East gets rocked right in front of their own student section. A 2-on-1 the other way. Here comes Cameron Panaro, and he lost control of it. Now the other way, Williamsville North will try to make a move with Eric Cunningham. Cunningham gets bumped off the puck through the neutral zone. Skating off sides are the Spartans. 15:23 to go in the period.
And again, North, let's put it this way. Will East had nice control early on here when they had the power play going. But once they get back to even strength, it looks like it's North taking over again, controlling the puck here. So East has really got to turn things around here a little bit when they're at even strength.
You can almost hear Bob Rosen telling his team in the locker room, kill off this 45 seconds, and then it's all us. As it's Williamsville North inside the East territory now, and they've still got possession. Long shot, tipped right in front. Coming away with it is the East defenseman. They put a dangle on the man for the breakout, and now here come the Flames the other way. Dylan Sharkey over the line. Sharkey lost control of it as it came to center, and now Williamsville East will have to retreat out of the offensive zone and battle for it along the wall. Coming away with it are the Spartans, and here is Colin Peer, who sends it to the defensive partner on the far side. Tipped in over the line. Williamsville East tries to attack the other way with Sharkey. Sharkey now controls it. Sharkey with a long shot gets gloved down by McDermott. Goes to the corner. Ian McKee battling with Sharkey down low. Pass comes out in front. No Flames are there. It's steered away out of danger by Mosher. Into the neutral zone. It's taken by Jack DeMarco. DeMarco has to chase after it as it's taken by the Flames. Defense to defense as they send it up along the wing. Good play defensively through the neutral zone by the Spartans as DeMarco will just send it in. Hustling after it there is Kasparik. He'll take a shot, and a save is made as Freiling sneered it.
Wow, nice save. It's been goaltending at both ends of the ice here, coming up with some huge saves to keep the score 2-0 with 14:10 remaining here in the second period, and Will North up over Will East 2-0.
Face off to the right of Freiling. Ryan Bailey in on the draw for North. He'll win it cleanly. Back to the point it goes for Steckel, who plays it down below the goal line. The cycle's on for the Spartans. Turning with his shot is McDermott. Rebound on in front. It's tapped right off the goal post. Freiling's there to make the save.
And talk about a game of inches, Jack. I'll tell you, that was really, really close. Will North, we saw a stick start to go up a little bit. They thought it was a score, but it did not go in.
James Kasparik robbed by the iron, and then Luke Freiling. Out to center it goes for Will North to regroup as they play it off the wall, and here is Steckel again. Gets it in over the line for McDermott. McDermott puts the moves on. Lays the body down! Williamsville East put McDermott on his back. puck came to the goal mouth where Freiling grabbed it. Big open ice hit, and McDermott says right to the student section of Williamsville East. That's one. We'll see you on the other end.
Absolutely.
2-0 our score.
You mentioned a little word called rivalry at the beginning of this broadcast, and I'll tell you can see it going on here.
Here's an opportunity for the Spartans. They shot, they score! Ryan Posey buries it. His second goal on the season puts the Spartans up 3-0.
And boy, that was a bullet of a shot. There was never even a doubt on that. That was a tremendous shot from the side. And again, not directly on the net. It was from the side, and a great goal scored there.
Posey leads the team in penalty minutes with 6 on the season. Now he's got 2 goals to go along with the Pims. 3-0 lead for Will North. Right after McDermott had some words for the student section, Posey came right back and shut him right up in their face. 2 feet in front of him, and now a 3-on-2 opportunity for Will North the other way. Offsides is ruled at the line.
And I'll tell you, it has been Will North all third period here, and we're only about 4 minutes in, and Will North has kind of controlled this third period or second period here.
The Will North fans on the far end of the rink, sitting behind their goalkeeper, Colin McDermott, had a great angle of that opportunity on the previous play on the breakout. However, ruled offside at the blue line with 13:14 to go in the second. The Spartans will line up for the face-off with the goal scorer, Posey, and he'll win it. It's poked ahead, however, by the Flames, and now Will North will have to retreat from their own end. Matt Murgler sent it through the neutral zone. It's taken away by the Flames. Bouncing puck is settled down here. Stepping around to check is Peter Nostrand. He brought it in over the line and got taken down by Posey. Now the other way. Will North will send it in. It tips off a stick, but the official says it did not tip off a stick, and the icing, I believe, will be called against the Spartans.
And again, one ref talking to the other ref here just to make sure the right call had been made. And it looks like the face-off is going to come to center ice.
The officials couldn't make up their mind. They said, all right, we'll settle it right in the middle at center ice, and we'll have a face-off. Posey will line up with Ryan Liljanich. Liljanich wins this one for the Flames. Now with it is Michael Lichtenthal. He sends it into Will North territory, misses everybody, and that one will send the puck inside Flames, and 12:47 to go.
And I'll tell you, there's just a player out on the ice there, number 14, Matt Murgler, for Will North. He is one big player at 6'3", and I'm sure put those skates on him, that adds another couple inches to him, probably about 6'5".
Posey wins the draw. Murgler got it. An opportunity for Williamsville East on the breakout, but they can't get around the defenseman, Ian McKee. Great work from McKee to slow down the rush, as it could have been a 2-on-1 the other way. Now Murgler won't be able to stop it along the boards. It's back to the point, now battled for with Liljanich. Liljanich still with possession in the corner for the Flames. Got it free for Julian Hamilton. Hamilton wraparound chance is stopped by McDermott. Back to the point it goes, and it dribbles right over the stick of Ethan Scallione. The Flames will fire it in. McDermott comes well out of his cage to make the stopping of the puck. Nice dance around there by number 4, Ian McKee. Great shift there from number 4 on Will North. He stopped a 2-on-1 opportunity and then got the opportunity on the breakout before a whistle goes. It looked like the puck may have came out of play here.
That is the one thing about the Will North team is they are playing a complete package tonight. They're not only playing well offensively and have a 3-0 lead, they're playing well defensively and stopping this Will East team once they get over that blue line.
Mason Boyle plays catch with his defensive partner Ryan Steckel, who sends it the length of the ice for an icing. Randy, what can Williamsville East do at this point to try to get themselves back in the game?
Well, if it's me, and again, stop the physical part of the game. Let's go to more of the finesse part of the game. Try to set up some plays to get some patience here. Get a goal. That's what they got to do right now to get some momentum going back their way. Right now, the momentum is not going their way at all.
Face-off won by the Flames, however, as it's Nathan Milk who has it down along the boards. I beg your pardon, that's Cavalieri. It's sent all the way down behind the cage. Now to the near wall. Breakout will be started and led by Mason Boyle. Boyle will just take it his whole way. Boyle through the neutral zone. Open ice hip check. Michael Stevens got down to make the play, and he sent Boyle up and over.
You know, you don't see that too often anymore, as clean as that was. And it was almost like one of those slow motion things happening. You saw what was coming, and it was, to me, in a simple term, it was a thing of beauty. And it was a clean hit, no problem about it. It set a nice standard there.
Williamsville East trying to get some momentum off the hit, and they'll have a 2-on-2 opportunity. Cavalieri into the offensive zone, drags around his defenseman, but it goes to the corner. Cavalieri still with possession, now he lost it. Breakout for Will North the other way. Skating away is the defenseman Jacobson. I beg your pardon, that's Ryan Steckel who got it out to center. Now into the corner, McDermott pokes it behind the net. Cavalieri steals for the Flames. Out to the half wall, it's Nick Molenda who will send it the length of the ice. Not far enough for icing as Will North grabs it, and they'll break out the other way. D-to-D pass goes through the middle, picked off there by Peter Nostrand. Nostrand right down Broad Street takes this shot that goes high. Rebound popped right in front of the net. He couldn't get a chance on it. Battling for it below the cage was Cavalieri. He couldn't get it. Now Williamsville North has numbers up ice, and they'll dump in and change with Ryan Bailey. Puck takes an odd bounce off the wall. Will East will try to take advantage. 2 pokes off the boards for Cavalieri, and he's got a man joining him. Cavalieri tried to take the shot. Cavalieri stole it away again, and now Will North will regroup. Nostrand joined Cavalieri on the opportunity. However, it was just too late that Cavalieri saw him as the nice work from the defenseman broke that one up. Credit number 7, Joshua Okulowicz, the 6'2 senior, with the big defensive play. Now the other way, McDermott has it. McDermott takes a wrister shot that goes left of the cage and rings around the board. Fan shot from the north end will be taken by East, and they'll shovel one right on their own goaltender. Having to be quick on his feet was Luke Freiling. However, it's now kicked out to center. Williamsville North will try to break it out again, pushing it through the center of the ice. Offsides is waved off as it's number 12, Chris Mosher, into Willie's territory. Now taken back by Liljanich. Liljanich had it deflected. Big open ice hit there. And Michael Lichtenthal might go to the box here for interference. Tough call to play there as the puck was in the air right in front of the man who got hit. Lichtenthal put the body on. He'll go to the penalty box.
That was, and he's going to the wrong penalty box. He's going to the wrong penalty box, but they got him straightened right around. They got him going to the right one now. But yeah, I agree with you, Jack. That's a tough call to make. I usually don't disagree with the referees, but that was one where you'd have to have it explained to me why he made the interference call on it. I did not see maybe what he saw.
Back to the point it goes. There's a shot that gets blocked in front. It's in the skates of the Spartan. They battle for it. It's in the legs of the goalkeeper, Freiling, and he'll hang on for a whistle. 7 seconds eclipse in the power play.
And right away, North takes advantage of the man advantage situation here, and they just fire the puck at the net, and they're just looking to see if they can get a good bounce.
Good work from the freshman Eric Cunningham at the point to just fire that one on goal. I like that pairing of freshman Eric Cunningham with Mason Boyle, the senior, with the freshman on the power play. Something for the future, something from the past. Here is Cunningham to Boyle in the faceoff dot. Wrister saved by Freiling. Rebound is open for a second. It's grabbed by Freiling for the whistle.
And right now, Freiling is basically the guy keeping this Will East team in the game right now, trailing 3-0. 9:23 remaining here in the second period. And it's been all Will North here so far.
Ryan Posey, the goal scorer in this second period on the faceoff for Will North, wins it back. Pass across ice. Cunningham couldn't settle it, just jumped over his stick. Cunningham at the half wall, sends it down below the goal line. It misses the man in the corner. However, it'll pop free to Posey now. Posey gets hit along the boards, loses his stick. The Williamsville East defenseman does. Now Posey loses his. It's on the ground. And coming away with it will be Michael Stevens. Stevens then had to evade a check, and now it goes back to the point for Mason Boyle. Boyle, who has 1 goal today, sent it over. A defenseman for East hits the deck. North not able to capitalize. There's a shot from the hash marks on the far circle by Posey. Nice play by the Will East defenseman to play it off the wall behind the net. However, it's held in by Mason Boyle. Sent it cross ice to Cunningham, who chips it down low for Bianchi. Bianchi tried to center it there as he had Ryan Posey cutting in front. However, it's cleared by the Flames. Will North getting a couple changes in as they've got the short change right in front of the offensive zone in this second period. Here's an opportunity. Dangle in front. The shot. What a goal! Josh Bianchi put the defender in the spin cycle. 4-0 Spartans.
Jack, for the second time in this game, I have to sit here and simply go, wow. I mean, that is an ESPN replay that should be played all week long. What a goal. Holy cow. Wow, he just turned the player inside out and scores a beautiful goal to put Will North up 4-0 in this game.
The senior gets his 6th goal on the season. He leads the team in goals and points, and he just showed you why he can do things like that. You were right. You'll be seeing that on highlight reels across the country, you would assume. What a goal from Bianchi.
Man, I'll tell you, I'm glad we're broadcasting this game tonight because, boy, that's one to watch over and over and over and just sit there in awe of a play like that.
I'll tell you right now, Randy, at the end of the season when I clip together my play-by-play reel, that'll be the first clip on there. What a goal from Bianchi.
Absolutely.
Into the corner it goes. Will North still with possession. Coming away with it now are the Flames. Now sent out through neutral territory. It goes inside the Spartans' end. Backhander off the wall, taken by the Flames. In front, an opportunity. Backhander saved by McDermott. Around behind the cage, the Flames still have possession. It pops back to the point. Carter Gaeta with it, sent it down low. Back to the point it goes. Gaeta's going to retreat defensively as North is coming away with it. Off the wall, they play it with Jack DeMarco. DeMarco behind the defense, in front, couldn't get a stick on it. Josh Okulowicz sent it through the front of the net. It's stolen away here by Will North on the far half wall, rather, and now it's poked out to center. Spartans will retreat. Folks, don't you worry. If you missed that goal, we'll be posting it all over West New York Athletics social media on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. You'll see it. Don't you worry, folks. 4-0 our score today. So far, still half a game to be played as we're just with 7 minutes just under to go in this second period of play. The icing might be waved off here. And no, just barely crosses the red line, so the icing will be called as Jack DeMarco did his best to get down there to negate the icing. Doesn't matter, he'll head off for the change as we enter the final 6:45 of the middle period.
I'll tell you, Will North is not only winning the big battle as far as the scores, they're winning the little battles. They're getting to the puck just split seconds before Will East is. They're beating him in the corners. They're beating him on the little plays. That's how come they've got a good 4-0 lead right now.
Face-off to the right of McDermott. Won by the Flames. Turning with a shot was Zach Jacobson, and we've got a whistle as bodies hit the deck behind the net. Uh-oh, we might have an injury here as there's a flame on the ice. Looks like that's number 20, Kyle Roche. He gets up, though, and will skate off, shaken up on the play. Good to see him up and skating. The net definitely came off its moorings as well.
I think they want him to go to the, and he is. He's going to the bench. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but he is having a little bit of difficulty as he crawls over the boards to have a seat on the bench.
Face-off won by Will North. They'll play it around the boards. It gets poked back into the corner. Shot goes from a tough angle. In front, McDermott gets down and covers it up.
And if little mistakes are made, McDermott has been right there to cover up on it and to make the saves. He's holding on here. He's been tight. He's been good. And he's the guy who is really holding on to this shutout right now. And as we say, Will North is up 4-0. 6:30 remaining here in the second period.
Dangerous of you to use the S word this early into a contest, Randy. However, it's been all Will North throughout 1.5 periods here as we're under 6.5 to go in the second. The Spartans will take it and fire it through the neutral zone. It's knocked down there by Nathan Milk of the Flames, and he'll send it ahead for Williamsville East. However, regrouping for the Spartans is Steckel. Steckel uses the boards, and that's all he'll use to get it all the way down the ice. That's coming back on an icing.
And as many coaches will tell you, you may think a 4-goal lead is comfortable, but it is not a comfortable lead. You want to keep playing, maybe get that 5th goal, get that lead. You don't want to just set on a 4-0 lead because all it would take would be one to swing the momentum here towards Will East.
At the half wall, Williamsville East will come away with it. Pass to the slot, trying to get his stick on it was Nostrand. He couldn't. Now Nostrand has it in front. Nostrand turns with a shot along the ice that goes just right of the far post. Along the boards, it's battled for with Melenda. Nick Melenda, the big body on this first line for the Flames, puts it against the wall and will send it back to the point. Here's a chance for Will East, rather. It goes off of a stick in front. Now cleared but not out by the Spartans. Now a stick goes flying through the air, and it'll roll all the way into Flames territory for another icing.
I'll tell you, Jack, I have never seen so many sticks go flying as I've seen in this game. We've had a little bit of everything here tonight in that. So the only thing we haven't had yet, Jack, is a shorthanded goal.
Mm-hmm. That's true. We've had plenty of power plays through our 2 games as well.
We've had the even strength, the power plays, tremendous saves by goaltenders. We have not had a shorthanded goal here yet tonight.
Give me a penalty shot.
There you go. We're not asking for much.
Not much. Just a breakaway and a penalty from behind. Here's an opportunity for Will North. Backhander to the front of the net. Rebound is fought for Frolic. They score! James Kasparek follows up on the play, buries the rebound. It's 5-0 Spartans.
And, you know, I really do feel sorry for Williamsville East because that was poor clearing in front of the net. They left their goaltender hanging there. Defenseman never touched anybody. That puck was bouncing. And there was the Will North player right there to get the rebound and tuck it away. We now have that 5-0 lead.
Freiling will play it dangerously across his own crease. However, it's to the boards where Williamsville East will now take it behind the net with Anthony Alo. Alo fires it across ice. It's knocked out of the air by Williamsville North. It goes inside Will North territory, and it's touched by the Spartans first. So that'll be a high stick ruling. And it'll bring the face-off to the right of Colin McDermott.
Wow.
5 minutes to go. We've had some highlight reel plays here in this one. And this comes – I didn't think I could be more stunned after seeing 14 goals in a hockey game just an hour ago as SWEETHOME DEPEW lost a high-scoring matchup to Clarence 9-5.
And actually, the game really didn't come to the climax until the final, say, 5 minutes of the game. That's when everything broke apart.
Selfishly, I'd love to see Williamsville East get back into this one, give us a good third period, but right now it's just all Spartans in this one. Backhander to the front of the net is stolen away. Now a shot from the point. They score again! Josh Okulowicz just picked his corner over the goalkeeper's glove. The coach is looking down to the end of the bench. Maybe a goaltending change. No. Andrew Jacobson will stay on the bench, but Freiling, he had a clear look at that one. I don't know how it fooled him. Glove side.
It went glove side, and it was high. That was the thing. You couldn't have gone much higher other than hitting the crossbar, and he tucked it right in underneath that crossbar. And we have a 6-0 Will North lead at this point in time.
Under 4.5 to go. How about that? Okulowicz from Okulowicz, and Stevens gets the other assist. To the corner, coming away with it here is Caleb Okulowicz. As it's skated out to center now by Cameron Panaro. Panaro sent it below the goal line. Putting the body on below the cage was Ian McKee for Will North. As he sets up defensively and will skate after it behind his own net again. McKee putting the body on. Williamsville East able to keep it in play momentarily. Now a breakaway. Here's an opportunity for Chris Kramer behind the defense. The shot right on. Save made by Freiling.
And I'll tell you, North is continuing. They've got their foot right down on the pedal right now, and they put the pedal to the metal, and they are just really running roughshod here, and they are just dominating this period.
It was 2-0 after the first period of play. Shots were 14-10 at that point. But it's been all Spartans so far. 4 second period goals gives them the 6-0 lead. We'll see if the Flames can break that streak of 6 unanswered as it's taken by Cavalieri. Cavalieri tries to do it himself, and he got taken down. Now it's held in the zone. Pass to Cavalieri on the left side, and on his left-handed stick, he didn't have a good angle for a shot on that one. He was looking more for a pass, however, so it rolls to the corner. Battling for it is Cavalieri. Holding against the wall there is the big man, Nick Melenda. Cavalieri has it. Pass in front of the net, deflects off his stick. Goes to the side. And Will North will skate it out to center. The pass up ahead goes to Matt Murgler. Murgler couldn't keep it in the zone. Mason Boyle sends it back in, and Will North will have to check up. East looks to break out with a long pass that goes off of the boards. Misses the stick of Peter Nostrand at the far blue line and will come all the way back for an icing. 2:44 remaining in the second period of play, 6-0 the score.
The last thing Will East wanted to do was to send that puck down to the other end to bring a face-off back to their end again. That's not exactly what you want to do. They've got to settle things down here a little bit. Hopefully in the final 2:44 here, at least get one goal to try to get back into this game here.
Ethan Scallione turns with it in the corner. It's stolen away by the Spartans. Down low is Brennan McDermott. Puts the body on a flame right in front of the Willie student section. Back to the point. It comes with the Spartans. Shot right on. Off the stick and into the glove of Luke Freiling. Josh Okulowicz took the shot. He's got the most recent goal, assisted from his brother. Gave Will North the 6-0 lead.
And it's been a total team effort here by Will North. As I said, they have presented the complete package here tonight and have dominated this game in every aspect of the game.
And 6 different goal scorers as well give the Spartans a half-dozen lead. Down below the cage, trying to clear it are the Flames. They won't be able to do so, as keeping it in the zone is Ryan Steckel. Around the net, Will East will try again. Out to center it goes, where Okulowicz will retreat. Passes it to his defensive partner, Luke Ingham, who gets it to the near side. Cutting into the zone here is Jack DeMarco. The senior guts to the middle. The shot goes high into the corner. Battling for it, Sebastian Scampoli. Been waiting to say his name all night. It comes to the boards where now it'll be Kyle Roche. Now coming away are the Spartans. Shot right on, save Freiling, rebounds loose. Still battled for it, goes to the corner. Okulowicz comes down from the point to keep it in play, where it'll be Jack DeMarco battling along the boards now. Getting some assistance from Ryan Bailey. Bailey has it below the cage, sets up in Gretzky's office. Now gets the pass over. DeMarco had it stolen away from him. Now Bailey comes away with it. It's still battled for. Bodies just clunked together. Slot shot for McDermott gets blocked. Into the corner it goes, and off the wall it's fired and just misses the defenseman and out of the zone. A hit comes at neutral ice that brings some attention to the officials, as you've got a scrum now being formed around the two bodies. It was Luke Ingham who couldn't keep the puck in, and it looked like it was Brady Mobus. He didn't think about playing the puck at all, as Ingham didn't keep the puck possession. He lost control of it, but the player, Mobus, wasn't even looking at it. He could have had a breakaway if he didn't go for the hit, but it looked like he went out of his way to get the body on.
Absolutely, and that's I don't know if that's the tale of our game here so far or what, but it's right now referees are trying to keep things under control here a little bit, because we have a very lopsided game at this point in time, and I think they want to try to keep control as much as they can.
In the professional game, I'd say this is where you need to throw Andrew Peters over the boards, get a fight going, ignite your team. However, that's not allowed in high school hockey here in Western New York as play continues in the North End. Sent to the boards for Peter Nostrand. Nostrand couldn't control it. It's played off the wall by the Spartans. Eric Cunningham and out to center. And with speed through the neutral zone and slowing up is Kasparek. Kasparek looks for the trailer, and he got it there for Eric Cunningham, who's down below the goal line. Shot goes right on, save and held by Freiling.
And again, Will North is like winning the small battles. They are beating the East team to the puck. That puck was coming back into the East zone. They should have been on that puck. Instead, a North player comes through like a bullet and takes control of it. Again, they're just winning all these little battles along the way here.
Face-off won by the Spartans. Shot gets blocked in the face-off dot. Pops to the slot. Williamsville East will regroup with Nostrand. Sent out to center where the Spartans will take over. Under 25 seconds to go in the second period. Out to center, it gets tipped at the red line. Flames will fire it right on goal from, talk about distance. It's dropped by McDermott. His defense will try to clear. However, good forecheck here from the Flames. But it's stolen away by Will North. Time for one last rush with under 5 seconds to go. Here's Steckel with a shot that gets saved. And that'll do it for the second period. 6-0 our score after 2. Randy, do you expect a goaltending change for Will East?
I would think something has to be done to shake this team up to going into that third period. I'm not saying 6 is impossible to overcome, but they got a big mountain to climb right now, so they need something to do to shake their team up a little bit here.
We'll see how Mike Torillo shakes things up for the Flames. We'll shake things up with you after this intermission. We'll be back to recap the second period. A 4-goal period for Williamsville North has them on top 6-0. This is high school hockey on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYimmediatecare.com for more information.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. This is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
I'll work on that.
I don't know what his name is.
I probably have, I have something buried somewhere down there.
Okay.
My problem is I don't have it fully organized yet.
Report, is that with center court?
Yeah, that's the top floor. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's great. I love that. Do you know, I wanted to put it in my calendar. Do we have a staff set for the center court class?
Not right now. I saw him stand and handle the basketball.
That I'm like, I saw the match, I was sort of like, I kind of want to do it.
Now, this has nothing to do with the game tonight or anything.
Yeah.
The New York Rangers have just announced children 5 to 11 will...
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF. And
I mean, it was probably the craziest game I've ever seen. Dom Welch and TC Brown. That team had Noah Hutchins on it, and Jordan Wara. Wara's on the Bucks. Like, that Amherst team was godly. It was absurd. I don't think we realized it at the time that they had 3 D1 athletes, an NBA champion. Like, oh my God. And Dom Welch was on the other side for Chickamauga. And at the time, I was just like, oh, really good high school game. No, these are like all-time Western New York players.
I talked to Dom recently. I had a chat with him.
Yeah. I mean, he's doing well with the Bonnies. They're top 50. We're back from the Northtown Center. 6-0 our score after 2 periods of play. A 4-goal second period from Will North as the Spartans on top. 6-0. Got to get a quick one if you're Will East.
Yes, you do. But let's face it, we were looking at something else during that second intermission, I'll tell you. You have to look back at that Josh Bianchi goal. Holy cow, you could look at that all night. But yes, back to the present moment here. East has got to do something, I would say, in the first 2 minutes. They've got to come out. They've got to show us something here that they are going to be in this game or at least win a period. And I think that's what they're down to right now. I think any coach would tell you, let's just win a period. Yes, we're down 6-0. Yes, that's a monumental task to overcome, but let's at least get 1 goal, win a period here.
Just about a minute away from the puck drop for the third period, as it'll be the same goaltenders for period number 3. Will North hanging on to a 6-0 lead.
And that was quite the, we thought the first period Will North had kind of dominated it, but there was no doubt North had the second period totally under control in every aspect of the game, from offense to defense, checking, back checking, even goaltending. Came up with some key saves when it was needed, and they have just played a complete game so far, and I have to believe that's what they're going to try to do to finish this game off and get the big goose egg up on that board.
Well, I'm not saying I should be a head coach, but it seems as though Mike Turillo has heard me as we left the second period. A goaltending change for the Flames will see Andrew Jacobson, the junior, start the third period for Williamsville East, trying to shake things up. 6-0 our score. You're watching Western New York Athletics here from the Northtown Center. It's Williamsville East and Williamsville North in a rivalry game. Now, we do want to invite you folks tomorrow, as there's a big game in Western New York High School hockey, as the game we just saw wrap up was between Clarence and Sweet Home DePew. Clarence will be taking on undefeated Orchard Park tomorrow at Leisure Rink at 6 p.m. for a battle for first place in Western New York High School hockey. Don't sleep on these Spartans, though. It looks like they've got everything on this team.
Exactly. And, Jack, from a personal standpoint, all of a sudden right now, I feel coolness in our broadcast booth here for the first time all evening. They have shut the heat off.
Looking to shut the heat off is Williamsville North, as the Flames have been extinguished through the first two periods, and we've got a penalty early here in period number 3.
Notice how I set you up on that, Jack? That was so nice. I talked about the coolness.
I appreciate it, Ray. You make me look good. Thank you.
Hey, I'm trying the best I can.
Speaking of extinguished flames, it'll be number 20, Kyle Roche, heading to the penalty box. Shout out Jay Wilcox on the music today here at the NORTHTOWN
he's
Center.
killing me. He's killing me. Holy cow.
At Top Spin Jay, give him a follow on Twitter. Get your public address needs on the DJ side of things, as Williamsville East will clear on the penalty kill. Shot 17-8 in the second period of play. And we've got another penalty, this one an interference call that'll go against Matt Murgler of the Spartans. 31-18, the shots on goal through 2 periods of play. Will North leading that category, of course, at up 6-0. So, open ice, 4-on-4 hockey. Maybe this is what the Flames need. They've got some fast skaters. As you see, number 11, Caden Cavalieri, is out there. He does lead the team with 4 goals on the season.
And there's a little bit more space to work now on that ice.
Cavalieri battles along the corner. It pops to the slot. Milk with his shot right on. Save made, rebound. Milk goes after it in the corner. Turning in front and sending it to Cavalieri was the Flames forward. However, now it's skated out to center by the Spartans and chipped in behind the goal by Ryan Bailey. Bailey will go against the boards as Milk hit the deck. Back to the point it goes, and it dribbles off the stick of Ryan Steckel. He'll have to retreat at center. Steckel plays catch with his defensive partner Mason Boyle and now gives it back to him. Boyle looking for an outlet. 4-on-4 hockey tipped into the Flames' end, where it'll go D to D for Michael Lichtenthal. Lichtenthal got it up along the boards, goes back to the point. Keeping it in play is Steckel momentarily, and he continues to do so. Now Bailey goes down there to get possession of it, but it will be Cavalieri coming out to center with it. With Nostrand. Nostrand to Cavalieri. He lost control at the blue line as he crossed over the line. 2-on-2, break the other way for the Spartans. Here is Brennan McDermott dancing around his man and putting a shot on goal that's grabbed by Freiling.
Friley being tested for the first time here tonight makes a nice save on that one.
Or rather, Andrew Jacobson, the new goaltender in that.
Sorry about
Far
that.
East.
Sorry about that.
That's on me. I'll take credit.
And I did hear you say earlier they had changed. I just all of a sudden had the name in my head. But he did. He made a nice save on that first opportunity they've had. And I'm sure that's one of the things North wants to do is test this guy in goal.
Liljanich wins the draw for East in their defensive zone on 4-on-4 hockey. 30 seconds remain in the penalty to Williamsville East's Kyle Roche. McDermott will lay it off in the corner for his defense. Big body along the boards. Oh, how about that? As the guy who got hit ended up dragging down the Spartan with him. Said, if I'm going down, you're coming down with me. As that was Julian Hamilton who did that to number 25 of the Spartans, Luke Ingham. Out to center it goes, and it will go off the wall inside Flames territory as the penalty to Roche expires. A brief 10-second power play here for the Flames, as Murgler's still in the box, but the Flames aren't even going to get it into center ice as the stretch pass misses a man going to the bench. It was nearly icing if he touched it. Julian Hamilton, he was heading his way to the bench. The change has already come over the boards. It misses him, goes the length of the ice. Icing comes back the other way.
It's just the way things go some nights, and I'll tell you. Well, so far we've taken about 2.5 minutes here, and yet nothing has happened for the Flames. So I'm hoping to see them. They're trying to get some opportunities here.
Face off to the right of Andrew Jacobson. Face off won by the Spartans. And it's the freshman Caleb Okulowicz who wins the draw. He goes to the corner to collect his stick after losing it. Now coming out to center. Big hit along the boards right in front of the penalty box, as it was Jacob Stevens laying out his man, Mike Scioli. Into Will North territory, it goes behind the Spartans' cage. They'll just clear it out to center. Getting a stick on it was Nick Scallione. Scallione had to play the body. It's backhanded through the legs. Here's an opportunity behind the defensive shot. It goes just wide. Jacobson stood his ground. The Flames try to clear it. 3 Spartans took a tumble there as they all ran into each other. It brings up a 3-on-2 opportunity, and it just misses the trailer on the play, who was number 26, Zach Jacobson. I beg your pardon, it was 25, Cameron Panaro. Goes the length of the ice, and an icing will come up here against Will North. Face-off will be to the left of the goalkeeper, Colin McDermott.
Well, again, Will North continues to basically dominate play on the ice here, although this face-off is coming down deep in their end. Let's see if Will East can win this face-off, set up something, and get a shot on goal.
Peter Nostrand slides into the face-off dot to face-off against Ryan Bailey. Bailey wins it clearly. Goes to the corner, and now back to the point, and just goes out of play off the stick of Michael Stevens. Stevens leaves it there for Cavalieri. Now it's fired in by the Flames, number 16, Michael Lichtenthal. Will North trying to clear. They will do so, but it goes all the way inside East territory, down below the red line. No icing, it's waved off. Will North wins the puck race. In front of the net, it's sitting there. Now an opportunity for East the other way. 3-on-2 break if they can hurry. Here's Peter Nostrand along the boards. Nostrand sent it in front for Cavalieri, but he got it mixed up between his skates. Now Will North, as open ice continues to open up. One-touch passing for the Spartans will force a turnover. Skating with very little gas in his tank is Michael Stevens, and he'll just fire one right on cage. Getting the blocker on it was Colin McDermott. It goes to the corner where Cavalieri hits his man, and now it's held in by Nathan Milk. Along the boards, it comes free for the Flames. Behind the cage trying to set something up is Cavalieri now, and he took a big hit there along the boards. Luke Ingham got all of Cavalieri there. Milk working his magic down along the half wall. Shot goes right through the slot. Cavalieri was trying to get a tip on that. His stick went flying, and Cavalieri's still on the ice. He's trying to get to the bench for a change. Here comes North the other way. Shot goes wide left of the cage. It'll ring all the way around and out to center, where it'll be Luke Ingham who will have to retreat after it as it jumped over his stick in the neutral zone. Ingham, with pressure on his back, leaves it there for his defensive partner, Okulowicz. Okulowicz lost it in front! There's an opportunity for East, but Julian Hamilton couldn't get a stick on it. And of course, Cavalieri's stick is just lying in the slot, negating the opportunity for the Flames. Will East will maintain possession, however, back at center ice. It's flipped off the boards right in front of the camera, down into Spartan territory, and they do the same all the way into East territory, icing against Will North. 6-0 our score, 11:34 to go in the third period. Williamsville North dominating.
And right now, I mean, Will East is trying to get that first goal, and they've played about 5.5 minutes here into the third period. They are getting some opportunities, but they just can't seem to put the whole package together. We'll see what happens as the game continues here.
Face-off won cleanly by number 12, Chris Mosher. Goes around the cage behind the net to the half wall. It's helped in by Scallione. Scallione comes down from his defensive position to try to keep that one in play. Now Will North will send it the length of the ice down below the cage. It tips off someone before going down, so the icing is waved off. Will East dancing around a check was number 20, Kyle Roche. Out to center it goes and back behind the East net. 11 minutes and counting remain in this third period of regulation. Pass in front of the net goes off of a stick, as it was Eric Cunningham who snuck down from his defensive position to the slot, trying to get an opportunity for the Spartans. And here is Cunningham in the corner. The freshman battles hard after getting knocked down. He's back on his feet along the half wall, and how about that? Call that a strike. looked like 10 players all just hit the deck there altogether. Back to the point it goes for McKee's shot that is snared off the ice by Andrew Jacobson.
And again, for the first period now, in a long time, you haven't called a goal in almost 7 minutes. And it's amazing. I think it's our longest stretch here tonight between the two games we've had that we haven't called some kind of a goal here.
Will North playing solid defensively and not allowing much for Will East, as you see the opportunity negated there by number 26, Ryan Steckel, who lays out the body on Milk. Trying to jam it short side was Cavalieri. Standing his ground, though, was Colin McDermott, who got the pad snug against the post and the ice. Holds on for a whistle. 10-14 remain in the final frame. 6-0 we stand.
And McDermott has been solid as a rock back there, playing very, very well.
Randy, we know that there have been numerous goal scorers so far in this game. Is there anyone that stood out to you so far that you could be considering as one of your stars of the game?
Hey, I still, and all kidding aside, I still have to look at Josh Bianchi and that goal he scored. To me, that in itself literally was a backbreaker, even though that was the fourth goal scored. That gave him a 4-0 lead. That is a goal for the ages here at high school level, and I'll tell you, it's one that is going to be looked at for a long, long time. And it even made the Will East fans looking in awe.
Shot right on from the hash marks outside the circle by Cavalieri is held into the chest of Colin McDermott. He'll have another face-off to his left. Go ahead, and if you missed that goal, you don't have to rewind on the stream. Keep this stream going. You can pull up your Twitter or your Facebook and find that highlight of Bianchi's goal from earlier in this contest at Western New York Athletics on those medias. Behind the cage, it's controlled by number 27, Bianchi. Down behind the net, Will North will continue to have pressure behind Will East's net. Puck rolls out in front. Now it's taken away here by Julian Hamilton. Hamilton had his pocket picked as Bianchi had it, and a slashing call's coming up here to Williamsville North, to the chagrin of their fan base, who will let the officials hear it. And how about that, as we've got a little scrum after the play. It was Matt Murgler pointing to the scoreboard right in front of Cavalieri. So this penalty will go to Ryan Posey. He had one of the many goals of this contest, Posey did. He had the one for North to go up 3-0. It was the first of 4 in the second period of play, and we're now approaching 8 minutes without a goal here in the third period. But a power play, again, another opportunity here for Williamsville East to get something going before this one is all but too late. At the point, it's held in by Will East's Michael Stevens to the half wall. Sending it down low is Nick Mendola. Turning with it there is Ryan Liljanich. Liljanich now back to the point it goes. Mendola at the half wall, turning, firing, Liljanich. Liljanich with pressure on him. Will still use that same far side of the ice. Held in on the blue line, not able to get it out for the break. Here's a chance for Will East as they set up. Down low, Liljanich gets it up top. There's a shot from the point that gets blocked. It goes to the corner as Stevens let it go. Now Stevens has it again. Stevens with a long wrister. Save made by the goalkeeper, and now he'll hang on to it as McDermott had some company in the crease.
And I'll tell you, again, I sound like a broken record here. He has been solid in the net for North tonight. Even though his team commands a 6-0 lead right now, and he could relax a little bit, he has been sharp and has been making key saves when needed. There's no question in my mind. He wants that goose egg. He wants that shutout tonight.
Again, Randy, using the S word. Here we go. It's held true up until now. With 8.5 remaining in the third period, power play still going for the Flames. It's sent the length of the ice. Having to play it here is Jacobson, and a whistle goes. This will be a penalty against Williamsville East.
And I don't think North knew that was actually a penalty right away, because all of a sudden they all looked up and said they start waving to their goalie to come to the bench to get the sixth attacker down there. But it came like 2 seconds after the referee's arm went up. So,
Caden Cavalieri, not the player you want in the box at this point in the game. Your team down 6-0. one of your leading goal scorers, your leading goal scorer with 4 goals on the year, 5 assists, now sits in the box for 2 minutes. 8:18 to go in the third period of play. 4-on-4 hockey yet again for a minute 2. Face-off won by the Flames in their own end, and skating out to center with it is number 9, Peter Nostrand. Nostrand fires one from mid-ice and will go after the rebound that goes to the boards. He tapped it, but it got stuck right along the half wall. Now back to the point it will go. Trying to keep it in play are the Flames. They'll have to tag up as they were offside. Here's Brendan McDermott, the speedy McDermott through the neutral zone. Had to slow up before getting crunched there as Julian Hamilton was bearing down on him. He got it in over the blue line, however, as North will set up offensively for a moment, and they will keep it in play. Trying to toe drag, here's Bianchi again. Bianchi went for number 2, highlight of the night. Couldn't get that one over the shoulder of Andrew Jacobson. The Flames will clear out to center. Will North will take control again. Here's McDermott. McDermott had to leave it off for his defense. What a dynamic duo this is for Williamsville North. If I'm the rest of Section 6 hockey, I'm looking at McDermott and Bianchi, and I'm scared for when I have to play this Spartans team. Through the neutral zone, it's grabbed here by Joshua Okulowicz as the penalty has expired for Ryan Posey. He jumps over the boards and goes quickly back to his own bench for the change. 49 seconds and counting to go on the power play here for the Spartans.
And, of course, when you asked me earlier about who I would think is a player of the game, I got to even give some kudos to Brendan McDermott. He has been on that ice for, scored a goal. He, I believe, may have an assist on the night, but I'll tell you, he has been all over this ice. He has done a great job for his team out there, both ways.
Okulowicz at the top of the key, sends it to the right side. Now down low the pass goes. Here turning with it is Chris Mosher. Mosher to the half wall. Up top for Cunningham. The freshman's shot goes off the leg in front of him, blocking that one into the corner. Mosher sends it around the boards for Ryan Bailey. Up top for Okulowicz. He settles it down for Cunningham. Near circle, fanned on the shot. Cunningham got it back to Okulowicz, however. Penalty has expired. There's a shot from Bailey. That got blocked. Out in front it goes, and stealing it away are the Flames momentarily before Bailey gets it back again. Bailey in the corner has to turn as he got bared down there by Nathan Milk. Bailey now sends it below the goal line. Mosher has it. Mosher will send it back to Bailey. Bailey looking for the pass. He's got Okulowicz with his shot. That goes just wide left of the cage. Rings around the boards. Back out to center it goes as the stretch pass is just behind the breaking Cavalieri, who came out of the penalty box looking for an opportunity with under 6 to go in the third period. Offsides is delayed here. Some physicality. Players and fans didn't like that alike. Both benches wanting a penalty on the other team. However, it'll be Cavalieri all by himself. He couldn't make it happen, and now North will take it the other way. 1-on-3, right through neutral ice. It was Michael Lichtenthal letting Jacob Stevens know about it. Down below the goal line it goes for Will East as they've got an opportunity with Dylan Sharkey. Hit along the boards. That'll be a penalty against, looks like it'll be against East. And it will be, as North still has possession. East still hasn't touched the puck. It goes inside East territory, and still with it now with a 6-on-5 advantage with the net empty are the Spartans, and finally it's touched up by the Flames. 5:01 to go in the third period. Power play coming up for the Spartans.
Which is something Will East did not need at this point in time to take another penalty. And I know, I sense they are frustrated. It has been a long night for them. And it's getting longer right now. These last 5 minutes are probably going to seem like 5 hours to them. They just want to, get this game over with as quickly as possible if they can. And right now, they're going to be serving a penalty. And, of course, Will North goes on another power play.
Kyle Roche takes the penalty to send his team to the PK with 5:01 to go in the third period.
And that is a 5-minute penalty.
How about that? So that'll take it basically to the end of the hockey game. 1 tick of the clock will remain as the penalty expires. That just about is the kiss of death for Williamsville East on this game, you would think, right?
And the referee went over to the Will East bench to explain his call. And because the Will East coach was just kind of putting his hands out there and expressing why the call for 5 minutes.
Roche hadn't taken a penalty all season. It's his first, and it's a 5-minute major. Sent around the boards and held in by Will North momentarily. Skating out to center will be Nick Melenda. He couldn't keep control. It'll be Milk turning and firing it the length of the ice. Well, you don't got to worry about icings. There's a positive for Williamsville East here for the remainder of this game. Will North, I'm done being sarcastic. Will North will bring it out to center. Ryan Steckel. Steckel skates it in, offsides called. Josh Bianchi a bit jumpy.
And we have another call, and this one is going against. There's an interference call on
Josh Bianchi, the man who got caught offside.
Yes.
Well, 4-on-4 hockey yet again, Randy.
I think it's on him. Maybe not. I'm not sure. He's following the ref around, and
well, they take a man over the boards. He snuck onto the bench. It's going to go to Ryan Posey. He snuck his way out of the bench, thought he got away with one. 6-0 our score, 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes here. As we're at 4:30 to go, trying to force that one on the short side was Nick Mendola. However, McDermott gets the pad against the ground. And it comes out to center for the Spartans. Off the wall, it's played ahead here for Colin Dwyer of the Spartans. Dwyer with a big hit along the boards. Oh, and now we've got some fisticuffs after the play right in front of the North fans. They'll drop the mitts and start throwing punches. None of it's legal, and bodies hit the deck. 2 officials are on the ground, and now everybody's pairing off. The fans are into it. The officials try to get some control. As you see, both fans are now up and at them on the boards. They separate the players altogether, and some words from Williamsville North will get the fans ignited. This is what you call a Western New York rivalry in a 6-0 blowout win for Will North. What I would assume will be a win for Will North with 4:12 to go in the third. They'll welcome back number 26, Ryan Steckel, to the penalty box. He'll be joined by number 3, Ryan Bailey. Nathan Milk will be escorted to the penalty box for Will East. Kyle Roche has a lot of company in that Williamsville East penalty box now, as he's got to finish up serving his 5-minute major.
Well, I feel sorry for these referees trying to figure this one out, because the initial penalty was a cheap shot going in there. He pushed the player as they were going into the boards. He pushed him into the boards. No question about that. It's the retaliation that followed that now they've really got a lot of stuff to try and figure out.
And now they've got to get some control of the fans.
Yeah, we need a little bit of security here to get these fans back in their seats.
Williamsville East.
We don't need them.
Penalty boxes.
We don't need the fans down here.
A lot to sort out here. 4:12 to go in the third period. This one's going to be a big win for Will North.
I even feel sorry for the off-ice officials here who have to sort of take control of things here and protect the players that are in the box. And that's exactly what they're doing here. There's none of the off-ice officials behind the bench right now. They're in their respective boxes trying to keep control on this game.
Of course, at the same time, they're all trying to figure out what the penalties are and who's going where for what. Now another Will North player will be welcomed happily, it seems as though, into his own bench. And why wouldn't you be when you're up 6-0, as Colin Dwyer will take a seat?
Well, this may top the number of players I had in front of me last week at the last boys high school game. We ended up with 4. We got 4 there. We got 3 there. That actually, between the two, that's 7 players in the box right now.
There's your math school with Randy Schultz for the day. 3 and 4 is 7.
That's correct.
Now, I'm more confused on why there isn't another Williamsville East player in the box, as the initial penalty, as you said, should have been on Williamsville East for hitting a man into the boards from behind.
And I'm not sure of that. And good luck on the scoreboard. Good luck on that, because I don't know if they're even going to be able to put all the penalties up there to figure this one out.
Currently in the box for Will East, as they're just a couple feet away from us, is Nathan Milk. He's joined by Mike Scioli, number 19. as they join number 20, Kyle Roche, who was already in the box. He's just 49 seconds into serving his 5-minute major. And then for Williamsville North right in front of me, from left to right, it's number 5, Colin Dwyer. He's joined by Ryan Bailey and Ryan Steckel, as well as Ryan Posey. So a host of Ryans in the box for the Spartans, and the officials still try to square this one away.
And the thing I will keep an eye on as well, as players will exit the ice, and I'm not sure who will be exiting the ice here, but you will have at least, I would think, at least one, maybe two players. They may be exiting the ice and leave the game.
We're going to take an intermission here and rejoin you on the other side of this commercial break as they sort things out in the Northtown Center. This is high school hockey on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. Ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
We're back at the Northtown Center. Still plenty of time to sort things out here. As now the off-ice official joins the officials on ice to sort things out on the penalties. 6-0 hockey game here from the Northtown Center. 4:12 remain in the third period. 4:11 remain on the 5-minute major to Williamsville East's Kyle Roche. 1:38 is the remainder of the penalty to Ryan Posey as he had a 2-minute minor just a few moments before this scrum broke out. Randy, what's with us and getting these scrums after the whistle? The first time we called a game together, there was a shot well after a whistle across this left blue line that led to a big scrum in almost a similar situation with plenty of bodies in the box and a lot of time figuring things out. I mean, do we have to sit further apart, or what do we got to do here?
I don't know. You begin to feel that you're, maybe I'm jinxed here or something, or I bring out the best in some of these players. I'm not sure, but man, I feel sorry for the referees and the off-ice officials here. They have to keep control on things here, and it is now they're even sorting sticks out.
Players in the wrong sticks in their own penalty box.
When gloves got dropped and whatever sticks got dropped, I understand that. They picked up whatever stick was available. Now they're discovering they don't have their own sticks, so off-ice officials are even sorting out the sticks here. Wow.
Next week, folks, if you like this Williamsville East team to get a better opportunity, well, next week they'll be taking on the Amherst Tigers at 6 o'clock on the 23rd, so settle in for a holiday edition of Western New York Athletics High School Hockey. Will East and Amherst at 6 o'clock, and following that game at 8:15, give or take, it'll be West Seneca East and Williamsville South. So a pair of Williamsville teams will be playing next week, however, not against each other as we have currently. It'll be East and Amherst and South against West Seneca East. Those games can obviously be catched right here on Western New York Athletics.
So far, I have yet to see a player exit.
We do have a 5-minute major up on the board, however. Yep. Looks like that's against Williamsville North's number 5, that being Colin Dwyer, rather. They play musical chairs in the penalty box in front of us and figure it out so Posey has an easier way to exit the box when his penalty expires in 1:38.
And believe it or not, we're going to try and drop the puck here. And let's see. We got 4 players out there for East.
4 on 3, it looks like.
4 on 3 is what it looks like, and we're getting ready to go.
East has a power play out of all that. What I thought that for sure it was them who caught the first penalty. Behind the net, it's handled. And trying the Michigan was a shot. They score! Peter Nostrand will break the shutout of McDermott. With 3:59 to go in the third, there goes the goose egg. How about that? Down by 6. Caden Cavalieri goes for the Michigan lacrosse goal from behind the net. He doesn't connect, however, it distracts everybody on the ice as Peter Nostrand follows up on the play and buries it.
I guess you got to do whatever you got to do to get a goal here, so we have a 6-1 game here.
Randy, I'm not going to say that one's on you, but we were saying shutout early into this second period.
I'll take full blame for it.
Colin McDermott would like a word.
Yes, he'll have a word with me after the game. And that's why he'll be going that way off the ice. I'll be heading that way out of the arena.
In a hurry. You can catch Randy Schultz starting up his car from his phone right now.
That's exactly what I'll be doing.
6-1 our score, 3:53 to go in the third. Looks like we're at 4-on-4 hockey now as the penalty that was to Ryan Posey was negated by the goal from Peter Nostrand. I'm just impressed more. I mean, the goal from Peter Nostrand was fine, but Colin Cavalieri, I beg your pardon, Caden Cavalieri going for the lacrosse goal out of that scrum, out of the intensity that came with that, fisticuffs from below the Williamsville East net, to go on a 4-on-3 power play and immediately try to go for a lacrosse goal on a keeper who had a shutout going. That takes some serious cojones, if you ask me.
I think, when you're frustrated and you've tried everything else in one night, you just go for what you filed away for future reference in case of an emergency, and he felt this was an emergency.
Here he is. In a hurry, goes through the neutral zone, Cavalieri does, and gets it below the north net. Going after it here is the goal scorer, Nostrand. He'll win the battle along the boards, and now here comes Cavalieri. Cavalieri tried to dance around his man at the goal line. However, Will North will swing it around the boards. Keeping it in play are the Flames here with Michael Stevens. Stevens sent it down into the corner where Williamsville North's Okulowicz will come away with it. And now another penalty coming up. What else is new as it's touched up by the Flames? So what we can only assume will be a 4-on-3 power play here for the Spartans.
Yes, and I believe it is number 8, Michael Stevens, slashing. I saw that one. And, I mean, if he thought he was going to just be able to get away with that, that was his plain. The referee was standing about 10 feet from him when he did the slash.
Saturday at 1 o'clock, these Williamsville North Spartans will take on West Seneca West in a league matchup. That one at 1 p.m. on Saturday. The Flames on the other side of things. Their next game will be at Amherst right here on Western New York Athletics next week, Thursday at 6 p.m. Face-off to the left of Jacobson as the Spartans will set up on a 4-on-3 power play. They've got a pair of power play goals tonight so far. 6-1 lead as it'll be a 2-minute slashing call on Michael Stevens of East. Faceoffs won by North. Dancing with it here is Bianchi. He's got one highlight reel goal already, and he put a backhander on net that's held by Jacobson.
Be careful with these scoreboards in here. They could blow up here because I have never seen that many numbers lit on that board in such a long time. Wow.
It's fitting. It's the holiday season, and it's lit up like a Christmas tree.
Very good.
You
are on top of your game tonight.
Williamsville East will send it the length of the ice. Will North's goalkeeper, McDermott, comes way out. Sleddles it down for his defense. Okulowicz through center. Sends the pass up ahead for Bianchi. Bianchi tried to toe drag around another man. Couldn't do it there as Milk got in the way. Murgler sends it back to the point. Okulowicz to Cunningham. The rookie shot gets tipped right on goal. Save is made by the goalkeeper, Jacobson.
Well, if I take one positive out of this period, right now, Will East has won the period. Mm-hmm. They've got the only goal of the period. And, as a coach, you're looking ahead to your next game. You want your players to go out maybe on a positive note here if they can. And preparing for their next game, this is not a bad way to do it. They're trying to get at least another goal here before this game ends.
Okulowicz to Cunningham on the far circle, sends a shot. Held by Jacobson. 2:05 to go in the third period as the final 2:05 will tick away from the Northtown Center. We thank you for tuning into Western New York Athletics for this broadcast today. We've had a couple fun ones from the Northtown Center so far today. There's a shot from the point that gets deflected into the corner. Eric Cunningham plays it across. Nice passing, cross crease. There's a shot. What a save there from Jacobson as he got down to make the play. Okulowicz not able to keep it in play as he stepped up. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity the other way. Here comes Nostrand. Pass in front. Just avoids the stick of Cavalieri. Cavalieri will stay on the forecheck, but it'll be Cunningham coming away with it on the 4-on-3 power play with 40 seconds to go in the penalty to Michael Stevens. Cunningham takes it the length of the ice. He scores! The freshman, Eric Cunningham, his third goal on the season. 7-1 Will North.
That young man has a promising future with this team with that move that he just made there. And I'll tell you, he is one happy hockey player to put his team up right now 7-1 with 1:25 remaining here in the third period. What a beautiful goal. And he just took it from one end to the other and just took complete control of it.
If Josh Bianchi wasn't on the team and he hadn't scored that goal prior, I'd say that's the goal of the game, as the freshman took it the length of the ice from his own face-off dot and buried the goal, barred down, it looked like, right over the goaltender's shoulders. Williamsville North will pick it off at neutral ice, and coming in is Ian McKee. He sends it to the corner and sets up defensively. Down below the net, Dami Shalumov. And a face-off will come up here to the right of Andrew Jacobson as we're at 1 minute, 60 seconds to go here from the Northtown Center in Amherst, New York. Randy, can we get your stars of the game if you've got them?
Wow.
Pressure, but you got 60 seconds to think of it.
60 seconds to think about this.
Of hockey time, so you could have some whistles in there. Face-offs won by Williamsville East. Coming away to center with it is number 21, Julian Hamilton. Hamilton battles physically with his man as he crosses the blue line, and now do we have a penalty coming up to East? Yes, we do. It'll be another one. Slashing is the call. It goes to number 21, Julian Hamilton. 43.7 seconds to go, and the Spartans are going to head to another power play. 3 bodies in the box, and the I Believe chant starts for Williamsville North. .7 seconds to go in the third period of play. Faceoff will be deep inside the Will East end. 4-on-3, plenty of skating room, and also plenty of passing room, as you can really set up this trapezoid or however you want to form your power play, maybe a diamond here for Will North. That's what they'll do as they goes to the top of the point for Ian McKee. McKee has McDermott to his right. And another penalty will come here. Looks like it'll be a high sticking call. Trying to keep control of it. Of course, we'd all like this game to end sooner or later, but you can't let that slide. Otherwise, it will get out of hand in this final 32 seconds. As Caden Cavalieri, Jacob Stevens will head back to the penalty box for what seems like his 5th penalty of the night. However, there have been so many penalties called, I've forgotten what happened in the first period already. To believe it was a 2-0 hockey game after one, now 7-1 with 32 seconds to go in the third.
And now we've got, this ought to be interesting, 3-on-3 hockey. Lots of room on the ice for the final 30 seconds.
Below the goal, it's held against the wall by Mason Boyle. So much for open ice, it's just going to be held along the side. Now back to the point it pops, and Will East will send it below the cage. And Mason Boyle will play it off the wall. Here's a 1-on-1 chance through the neutral zone for Caleb Okulowicz. Caleb gets dragged down. Oh, he tried to put it through the goalie's legs, and he almost did from his side as he was laying on the ice. The final seconds tick away. 7-1, the final score. Williamsville North, in a dominant victory, will take Williamsville this time. 7-1, the final. Randy, you've got your stars?
Well, I did my best. In a game like this where you have 7 goals from one team, I have to say my third star would be McDermott. Okay, maybe I'm goalie friendly here, whatever, but he kept that team in early on and made some key saves along the way, even as the score built up. Joshua Akulowicz might be my second star. And I'm sorry, I got to go with my first star being Bianchi. You set the standard here tonight for a goal to end all goals, and he would be my first star of the game. And yet, it was a great team effort here by Will North. They all played well, and it's good to see that these teams are shaking hands going off the ice here. And despite all the heated things going on in these last 10, 15 minutes, they've all calmed down here a little bit and know that they've got another battle facing. Each team has a battle facing them ahead in the next few days.
Will North, after going through the handshake line, of course, greatest tradition in sports, they go and celebrate with their student section on the far end of the rink, and rightfully so, as they were loud and supportive from the anthems to the end. 7-1 is the final score from the Northtown Center in Amherst, New York. The Spartans take this one. We'll be back next week from the Northtown Center. Williamsville East takes on Amherst at 6 o'clock. West Seneca East and Williamsville South face off from the feature rink at the Northtown Center at 8:15. Right here on Western New York Athletics, we thank you for joining us tonight for both or one of our games from the Northtown Center. On behalf of our entire crew at Western New York Athletics, I'm Jack Cruiser, and I bid you adieu.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. Ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers, we can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.